We're going to be looking at a game of Wukong support that I just played. I played against double challenger bot lane. We have Haifa, who's challenger. I'm triggered, not sure who this is. No idea. I don't know. He's challenger. He might be like a early season spawn. But we have Bradley on our team. He's rank 16. Um Last Dance, multi-season challenger player. Maybe not multi, I don't know, something like that. Basically, the players in this lobby are not terrible at the game, except for this guy, Broken Trust, who's just low master. I don't know. Okay, so this game I played Wukong support, which, considered by some to be garbage and troll. But I stomped double challenger bot lane, so we're going to be looking at the game that I just played. Let's go into game. So the point of this video is to say that Wukong support is viable because it can beat these kinds of players, right? If it wasn't viable, it would just get absolutely shit on by high elo players, but it's not, right? I'm now 100 LP after this game. I'm halfway to Grandmaster. It's still kind of early season at this point. I have a 63. It hasn't updated yet, but it's going to be higher. I could update it actually. What is this? Maybe 65%, 64%, 64%. Yeah, okay. 64% win rate. Playing Wukong support, all solo, not a duo queue abuser, right? League in game. Okay. Let's review the game. But first, let's review what does Wukong support do. Early game, levels 1 through 3, into most matchups that outrange him, you want to do absolutely nothing. You just want to sit there, soak XP, and let your opponents push you in. That's not to say he can't do more than that, but I think that's the best strategy to play the game. Like I could E on them level 1 with second wind and trade my HP, but I don't like doing that because I don't like buying potions. I think potions fucking suck. This is what you're gonna spend 100 gold on potions. Like I don't even buy potions, right? So this is why I think just playing it slow, I get an economy advantage just because people grief their builds and they buy potions and pink wards and they just completely destroy their economy and I outscale them. So that's one of the reasons why I don't like playing aggressive level 1. So let's skip through the early game a little bit. But first let's consider the matchups. Wukong versus Lulu. I can't engage onto Lulu, right? Because she outranges me. Lulu early game is actually really strong. Like if you auto attack constantly early game, you're pretty strong. And we have Kaisa. Kaisa can be kind of strong. She definitely outranges. So Kaisa outranges Samira. Kaisa outranges Wukong. Lulu outranges both of us. Like we're in a very low range kind of matchup. So that means we're gonna get poked a little bit. We're gonna get pushed in, likely. Um, just to know how the matchup should happen is we should get poked and they should build a very, very slow and pick slow push and then maybe dive us with the jungler. Like that's pretty much how you play against melee support that's not tanky, but who's coming by? Like I don't know. It didn't happen this game. But how to not play this matchup is you should not perma push into the Wukong because then he's just gonna get to farm under tower. Yeah, I'm using my support item to proc and I'm going to neutralize it. You do not want to neutralize versus Wukong support because Wukong support will outscale you. On one item, Wukong support is the strongest support in the game. Probably, right? With Sundered Sky. Absolutely monster on one item. Absolutely monster after about 15 minutes, 13 to 15 minutes once you get Bloodsong. Okay, so we're gonna see noob players, they don't harass, they just perma push. Even though these guys are challenger, they suck at the game. These guys have no fundamentals. Even if you're the highest rank, you still have no fundamentals on how to play bot lane, which is crazy, right? And this is why Wukong support works. If people were good, this wouldn't work, but they aren't. So therefore, it works, right? Simple logic. I'm just gonna speed through this. Essentially, Kai's just perma pushing. Like this guy, Haifa, this guy sucks. This guy is not good at the game. So, I mean, we just farm. Like they're not even harassing us under turret. They push one wave and went to go like. I mean, I guess it's new, but like, you know, look, I mean, they're just pushing, bro. They're just pushing me in. Like, I'm not even taking damage. Against good players, I'm gonna get fucked. But there are no good players. No one knows how to abuse this. People just don't understand it. People just love pushing. If you haven't read my ranked Google Doc, which describes many mental illnesses, one of the mental illnesses is pushing syndrome. ADCs love doing this. They just push every wave. Doesn't matter the wave state. They just push, 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 push. This is terrible because it neutralizes whenever you do have an advantage, which is horrible. You should always maximize your advantages and you should minimize your disadvantages. So right now, they're minimizing their advantage and I'm maximizing my disadvantage. I'm maintaining my HP. Yeah. You know, I mean, they're just pushing every wave. Isn't this crazy? Like, they're not even getting this plate. Okay, here comes their first ounce of IQ. They begin to try to freeze the wave. Finally, after several minutes of free farming. They're not going to do this perfectly, but they do an okay job, right? So we're going to see a weakness of Wukong support. They begin to freeze it, and it's like kind of rebounding after their slow push. I think Graves is bot side, so I'm going to reveal him just to see where he is. Yeah, so Graves was like bot side based on my jungle tracking. So I knew I do not want to play high volatility here. But the Lulu finally starts playing the game a little bit. I don't have a ward to ward this bush. My Samira should ward it, but she's bad, so. I do a little bit of trading. We're getting kind of fucked. Like, this is how the matchup should be. Imagine they just kept this lane state even the whole time. We'd be getting fucked. I end up resetting. I think my Samira should also reset here. She makes a mistake and doesn't reset. And then she proceeds to do the ADC thing where she's just gonna die for like 1 CS. I mean, like, bro, like, it's a slow, but like, come on. Noob mistake by my Samira. But it's fine. Scaling. Guess we do a slow push. And there we go. There's the like the 3 IQ coming in. They were at 0 IQ, now they're like 3 IQ. Now they're like trying to build a freeze, but like some things happened and it didn't work out. I don't know, some random fighting happened, but this really didn't affect bot lane, so it's not like our lane got influenced by an outside force and that's how we were able to win it. And I took drag, like. Oh, but I ganked it out. Well, it was a bit of a 3v3. So we like baited them into this or some shit, I don't know. I mean, this is just not the best bait you've ever seen, by the way. And Graves here, and Silas is here, like. We end up dying, but this is actually good because now I'm kind of accelerated with my gold. Wukong support is good with gold. He is kind of a feast or famine in a way, so if I get gold, I'm definitely feasting. Yeah. Oops. And then I thought the enemies were here, like Silas was threatening the roam. Okay, wait, so there's some fighting going on. I don't remember exactly when the fighting happened. It was mostly farming, but I'm speeding through it because nothing's happening. This is the very boring thing. But basically, I'm looking to go into the Kaisa, who's low. Apparently this wasn't in range of Samira's thing, I guess. Her knock-up thing. So I don't know how it works. So I back away, which then baits them into engaging, and then they're fucked. Like, I mean, like, they're just gapped. Like, I don't know. Going in and then walking away and then going back in is just like a good strategy versus champions that outrange you. But of course, you know, we're getting like ganked and shit. Like we're the ones being ganked, right? It's like it's not even like someone else is carrying our lane. But the Silas is just killing me so many times. Speeding through it. Some skirmishing happens. So Wukong support is a bit different from other supports, and here's why. Other supports, let's say Nautilus, Leona, their basic 3 abilities are really strong. They don't need their ult to be useful, but Wukong support kind of does. His ult is very strong. He can't really fight without ult. You know, Nautilus can always Q someone, Morgana can always root someone, like... So, I have to play around my ult timer. I can't always just fight. There are periods of passive play which have to happen. So that's what I have to play around. It's a bit interesting to think about. I think this Lulu started roaming. She was like, lane's fucked, I'm gonna peace out of here. And we got lots of plates. Did we start fighting again? I don't know. I don't remember exactly what happened. Okay, so apparently this tactic is you go in, go out, go back in. Like, in, out, in. You go in, make a losing trade, and then they overposition trying to punish you. But in doing so, they themselves overextend. Interesting, right? Okay. I'll have to think about this tactic more. It's not something I normally do. I normally just play only passively or only all in. But this weaving in and out of threat range is interesting. So they're just getting stomped, right? So, I mean, I don't know. You're fucking gapped, quite frankly. I'm gonna stop the review at 60 minutes, by the way, but I don't know, shit's happening. Got 1 kill. So at this point, me and Samir are gonna go mid, because we already took bot turret, we're so ahead. I guess plates fell off, but, you know, this is where I'm gonna be for most of the game, is mid lane at this point. So one good thing about Wukong support is his ability to roam to side lanes from mid lane. Like if I go mid, boom, I collapse top, boom, I collapse bot, which is a bit stronger than like, let's say Lulu collapses on you. I mean, Lulu doesn't really, not Lulu in this game, but if I was Lulu, for example, Lulu flanking someone wouldn't really do a lot, but Wukong flanking someone, like I'm gonna fucking kill them. I can kill them by myself. So it's a bit different than what most supports do. Like this guy's extended. He was like trying to bait, and then like, I don't know, bro, you can't. I'm Wukong support on 1 item. I'm gonna beat Graves on 2.5 items, quite frankly. My champion might be broken. I don't know, actually. We'll see. So what's strong about Wukong on 1 item is I hit someone with Sundered Sky, and then I hit someone else with Sundered Sky, and I hit someone else with Sundered Sky, and I'm basically invincible. I think Sundered Sky is kind of broken. And no other support, you know, no meta support will build this, so I have a huge strength advantage. It's way better than Shirley's. And I'm just so strong, like these guys cannot fight me. Boom, I'm killing him. Boom. Cooking. And also, Wukong support can take jungle camps. Most supports, let's say you're Nautilus and you try to take blue, you're gonna do no damage. Wukong support can deal sufficient damage to help leash and to help take jungle camps by himself because of like Bloodsong, my AD on every auto, attack speed from my E. So at this point, I want to macro top, because that's where Herald is. I kind of want this top turret. We took mid and bot turret. I want top turret. And now, go top turret. This is gonna be the last clip of the review. Okay, guess we take Herald. At this point, okay, my top laner reset. No one's on top wave. What would any other support do here? Most supports would just ignore this wave. Not me. I understand the value of waves, unlike every support player in the game. So I know that if I take this wave It's like it's free gold, right? But I guarantee you, a Leona would not walk here and take the wave and push it by themselves. No sane person would ever do that. Sorry, not sane, but no sheep-minded person. They'd probably just like walk mid and just hang out with Samira or something, right? Boom, I'm pushing the wave. I'm getting, 160 gold or whatever the amount is. 100 something gold. Okay, so this is gonna be an example of if I'm fed, I can 1v1 top laners. I can support, I can deal damage, I can take jungle camps if they're single target. There's also a build for taking AoE camps if you rush Profane Hydra if you're really fed. I don't like doing that though, but I can now 1v1. I can now be a side laner, even though I have the support item for an extended period of time until the minion support rule debuff comes into play. I can't believe I dodged this, by the way. So this is going to be an example of me side laning. So for some reason, my Ornn didn't want it. I mean, my Ornn's TPing away, so top lane's mine for now, right? I'm like the Joker card. I can fill in with other people's roles, which is so good for solo queue because often people are dying or people making mistakes. So as the Joker, I can act as their role. So good. So here, obviously, freeze the lane into Darius. I'm gonna deny Darius CS. I'm gonna deny Darius XP. I know how to play top lane, right? Those are my roots. But I knew Darius in this bush getting free XP. I'm like, Darius not allowed to do that actually. Let me hit him with Q. Boom. So I hit him with a Sundered Sky, and I hit him with the Sheen from Bloodsong. Boom. Does a big chunk of damage. And this is a terrible combo, so I'm going to E to avoid the outer Q, and I'm just going to ignite and all in this guy. I mean, bro, it's just not even close. It's not even close. Oh, my gold advantage on this guy. This guy's a low master, dude. Like, this is probably the worst point in the lobby, by the way, but... And look at me shredding towers with my Bloodsong. Oh my... Like... I'm so fucking cracked. That's gonna be the end of the review. Actually, there's one more play. So the game's basically over at this point. I'm so fed. There's one more clip where I soul drag. Context, my mid laner died, Bradley, XD. So there's some 4v5 team fighting going on. I decided not to go in here. Maybe I should have, I don't know. I end up stealing drag, by the way. How funny is that? Look at this Q damage. Boom! I just solo kill his Graves. Boom! Like, it's not close. Look how fed this Graves is. 1, 2, 3, 4.5 items. I'm on 3 items, plus Bloodsong, plus, like, plus this Masterwork. Oh God, 3,200 healing. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy, right? Alright, that's gonna be the end of the review. So, if you take away something, know that this shit is viable. It is viable in the context of the meta with Bloodsong. It's viable in the context that the players suck in high elo. Yeah, it's good. Well, I don't know if it's great, but it's definitely viable. So I'm going to be trying to climb to Challenger. I do want end of season Challenger. I'm currently Master 100 with a good win rate. We'll see. I definitely feel like I could get early season Grandmaster. I don't know. We'll see. Good luck. If you want to play Wukong support, try copying my builds. Hopefully this video helped. Yep. Alright, GG, bye, bye.